All right, we're out here on the Tchefuncte River. I'm with Cajun Ray Miller, and we're about to do some sac-a-lait fishing, Mr. Ray. But we are in a little bit of a transition right here. Spawn is over. These fish are in flux right now, moving out to the main river. Talk a little bit about what you're seeing right now. Have they made it down to the main river, or in the I guess what you would say is where they stay for the summer?
Yeah, it's spotty. They are moving back towards the river. We've been noticing, like in the spawn, we catch them in really shallow water, and then we see a transition where they're in 5 or 6 foot of water. Now they're like in 8 to 10. So yeah, it's getting closer, getting better. So it'll be back to the normal bite. And of course, all of the different weather patterns we've had kind of contributes to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's starting to move back normal. It's not totally there yet. You know, you got to hunt more for them. Because I've been fishing and looking at my regular brush piles. The other day I went and I looked at 5 brush piles, and I only caught fish on 1.
Okay.
But at least they're moving back to the brush piles.
What's the river look like these days? I know it's a turbulent time with spring here. These cold fronts coming through, the big deluges of rain that we've been getting. What's the water clarity out here? Well,
the clarity north is kind of a little murky. And it's not bad. I mean, it's fishable. I mean, there's muddy and then there's muddy water. But this is not muddy water. It's really fishable. Now, when you go past, say, Beauchene, once you transition past that, further south towards Highway 22 bridge, the water down there starts to get really, really clear.
So, why do you think that is? Why do you think it? That seems like a typical thing.
Yeah, that's pretty typical.
With the Tchefuncte.
You know, I guess maybe the lake kind of holds that clear water in. You know, the mix is right there between salt and fresh. But that right there, I can't wait till the fish really move into that deeper water right there, and I think we're going to see it pretty soon. Your next question is going to be why? It's because the shad are starting to spawn, and when the shad are spawning and in the river, the bass, the brim, the sac-a-lait, the catfish, they're all going to chase the shad. They're all going to go after the bait.
And the shad's in very good shape.
Yes,
as that Lake Pontchartrain gets healthier and healthier.
The past 2 weeks, I've seen the numbers of shad just grow and grow and grow. So last week I was in one of the back canals. It was full of shad, and they're all moving. And it was at the beginning of the canal, not way in the back. So I know the transition is starting for them to follow. Okay. And when the shad are there, the fish are going to be there.
All right, so what we're looking at today, no shiners, we're going straight plastics?
We're going straight plastics.
Okay. And you've been having pretty good success with that?
Yeah, we've been doing okay with that. That little crystal panfish assassin, the past 2 years, it's just been
automatic.
That's been a cat's meow, you know. And we use a few other different colors, you know, like the blue with the chartreuse, or the purple with chartreuse, or black and chartreuse, the standard. But 90% of the time is the crystal. Okay.
Well, let's get out there, Mr. Ray, and get us some sac-a-lait.
Let's go do it.
All right, we're at our first spot. Ray's tying something on. What we're using, right?
Trying something new right here. It's got a neat looking triangle head, but what's really neat is has some little tinsel that comes off of it, a little holographic, and it's got eyes, and look, the eyes move. You know, so, and I'm gonna put it with my little bait that I've been using and see how that works out. But I like the looks of that, especially with that flash.
Yeah, I like that.
You know, fish always like a little flash.
Flash and assassin jig head.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
And what you got is your plastic.
Right there.
All right.
But I got a little. Ooh,
all right. There you go. First one of the day.
It's a start.
Yeah, that's a nice fish.
Here we go.
Solid fish.
Nice fish.
Day out right.
A white. Go white.
Get him.
Ooh,
there you go. All right, Ray.
Turns right, you can see it.
What is that?
Well, that's a big old spoonbill catfish. But he's turned. He already turned. But man. Alright, get back on.
There we go. They're starting to turn on, you know.
Get him, Key.
That's a nice slab there.
Woo. Nice fish. Nice fish.
That shad ball right there.
They're moving all over the place.
Look at them. Wow, look at the line of them.
You can see that's all shad right there. All shad. Up in the top corner up there, it's all shad. Yeah, look at that. We're easing onto this spot right here. There's some branches up here. And what I want to do when I get several feet away from it, I'm going to put the spot lock on. And the spot lock has what's called a jog feature. So once the boat settles down and all, I can creep up 3 feet at a time, very, very slowly. Because if you wait until you're on the spot and you hit spot lock, it puts a lot of whoosh and pushes water into them, you know. So you see the current that it makes right there. So you let the boat settle down, then you come up to the spot just a little bit at a time. Let's see, I'm seeing a big fish right on the end. It's probably a bass right there. And there's the branches coming up, so now we can creep up on them without disturbing the pile if there's any.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Good fish. Good fish. That's good fish.
Yeah.
Oh, there's one, Keith.
There you go.
Finally, another one.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
That
He's not
orange.
a giant, but he's a keeper.
You got the orange jig
Got
head
the
on?
orange jig head this time.
Okay.
You like that orange.
All right, we're on the Tchefuncte. The weather is warming up and the sporters are out here. They got the jet skis, the pontoon boats, the big yachts. About what time would you say these boats start coming on the river? So
around 11:30, 12 o'clock.
Around 11:30, 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
That's not too bad. You can fit a fishing trip. Get
Yeah.
out here early and make sure you get off the water before the fun starts, huh?
Yep. Yeah. They eat breakfast and they scratch around a little bit, then they'll show up.
There you go.
All right.
Good deal. Good deal.
Big one, but
Yeah.
got him in the boat.
We got about 20 of them. Getting warm out here. We might call it a day, Ray. Of course, we said that before.
We said that before.
All right, Ray, finishing up the day. The heat is on.
The heat's on.
Summertime is here. We had to hunt and peck for these fish, but I tell you what, they're definitely out here. The numbers are still strong out here.
I can't believe we saw so many fish that just wouldn't hit the jig.
Yeah.
And the schools of shad. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So, and when they're shad, they're gonna follow.
Yeah, plenty of other fish too chasing around that shad.
Yeah.
So a lot of life on this river. What do you expect coming up? These fish are not back in that main river like we see midsummer.
No.
They're still transitioning. We caught a few in these little dead end canals where it gets close to the river, and then we caught a few in the river. But what are you looking for as far as
towards
June
the
is
end of the
concerned?
May and then into June, when all the shad move into the deeper parts of the river to spawn, the catfish are going to follow, the sac-a-lait are going to follow. So that's when we're going to see the bulk of the transition back into the river, and we can catch them on our deeper holes, you know what I'm saying, 12 to 18 foot of water. Right now the fish are really holding, what, 8 to 10, I believe is the most we fished today.
Yeah.
You know, so, but they'll transition back into that deeper water. I was out here last week, and some really deep spots, you know, 20 to 24 foot, there was nothing but empty branches, you know, so I know they're not there yet. Like that sunken ship, there was nothing, I don't think it was even any minnows on there. But you saw all the shad that we saw in here today. Oh my gosh, tons of it. So it's coming.
And the full moon definitely affected this. You
Yeah,
can tell
yeah,
they
definitely.
weren't hitting right off the bat, but they started to get a little hungry as the day goes. Probably gonna be an afternoon bite.
An afternoon bite, I
unfortunately
would
for
say.
us.
Yeah, so we gotta go.
Well, Ray, another great trip. Thank you so much for the knowledge and pointing us in the right direction today. Look forward to another trip, and look, these sac-a-lait that are out here on the Tchefuncte River.
They're here.